All right. So today I'm going to talk about how you can make money through online high ticket affiliate marketing and actually succeed at it, because there is a new way of doing affiliate marketing that 90% of people in the industry, especially in high ticket, do not know. Okay. So what you're going to need to know to start off your affiliate marketing journey is you're going to need to identify, if you're going to start, you're going to need to identify a product and a company that aligns with your values and your dreams, desires, goals, and ambitions, and a company that's going to actually be able to pay you as much as you are worth. Because if you're not getting paid your value for what you are producing for the marketplace, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to make enough, right? Doesn't matter. I see so many people in the low ticket space, they're selling $10 commission checks and they're getting nothing. They're literally selling like 10 sales a month and they're making $100 a month. That won't pay the bills. I get to sell 10 unit, like one unit, I mean $10,000, right? So that's kind of a little bit of an example on what's possible if you're in the right business, in the right industry, and you're targeting the right people. Now, let's talk about approach. So what you got to do is you got to know your audience, right? You have to understand what it is that they want, why they want it, their problems that they have in their current life, and what you can do to solve it. Because, as somebody who is an entrepreneur and a salesperson and a marketer, like, my whole reason for getting into the space myself was I wanted the time freedom. I wanted to be able to do what I wanted when I wanted. I didn't want to be told what to do, and I wanted income freedom and I wanted time freedom, right? And you're probably wanting the same. So how do you actually get success in an online business? Once you've started, let's say you find the right product, you find the right service, you find the right business, and you find the right team, because who you surround yourself with is going to be crucial to this. And I don't just mean like who you're talking to on a daily basis. I mean, what audios are you listening to? Who do you listen to most of the time, right? How often are you practicing those skill sets that you're being taught? Who's teaching you? Do the people who are teaching you have results themselves? Because if they don't, you're in the wrong group. You got to be hanging with people who are making more than you, right? My mentors are making 60K days plus, right? So you got to be with the right people. Once you identify the business, the product, the team, and the mentorship, and that is all in alignment, you got to find systems. You got to identify and make sure that the systems that these people are using is actually duplicatable and is working for not just them, but other people on the team as well. Because if it's not working for not just them, that's basically the equivalent of a pyramid scheme, which is where all the people at the top are making all the money. Because like literally, pyramid schemes actually don't have a product or services rendered technically, so they're illegal. However, if you're in a business where you're not producing, it's still no fun and it's still not going to be profitable for you, and it's still a bad investment, right? So if you're going to get into something, you got to do your research before you start. Okay, once you start though, then you got to identify and learn what is the perfect person to be buying from me, and what route do I want to go? Because in affiliate marketing, you have two different directions you can go. You can either go the product sales route and try to push the product, which is not really recommended in high ticket because it's all emotional purchases, right? Or every decision, we have a reason, right, for doing a decision. So there's that. Or you can literally go and you can go from the like the marketing aspect and the team building aspect and the commissions earning aspect. And that's what I find is getting me most results personally. And I went in the span, so I bought into my business 5 years ago. 4 years I didn't do anything because I didn't have the systems. I didn't have the mentorship. I didn't have it. So I had to learn everything from scratch. I had to learn everything. I had to help sit down. I had to help create these systems. I had to learn how to do copywriting. I had to learn how to do sales and marketing. I had to learn how to talk to my audience. I had to learn how to identify my audience. I had to learn how all those things, right? And over the last 4 years, so I didn't really do a lot of effort. I focused mainly on learning. And then when I did start applying it, I went from 0 sales to like 20 in less than 4 months. So if that kind of gives you an idea of what is possible with the right knowledge, with the right skill set, with the right mentors, the right audios, the right development and the personal development and spiritual and development. It's not about being all spiritual and voodoo and rah, 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 or listening to the, like, it's not about that. It's about doing what I call plan, doing, reviewing. And what that basically is you create a plan, you act on said plan, you figure out what worked, figure out what didn't, nix what didn't, keep what did, and reattack with a new plan and fill in the gaps of what didn't work with something different. Try it, see if it works. If that works, then keep it. And keep improving, keep plan doing, reviewing until you have a seamless process that works A to Z like I do now. And it works if you're in front of the right people. Now, so first off, you got to understand who your person is, who you're trying to target. Because if you don't understand your person, who's your perfect person to buy from you, and or your target audience, your avatar, so-called, you're not going to be able to sell. Because you're just basically throwing shit at walls, hoping it's going to stick. And you might get an occasional sale here and there, but it's not going to be your ultimate, right? So what you need to do is you need to have a plan. You need to have an A to Z strategy, because think about it. It's affiliate marketing. Yeah, you're a marketer, but this is also your business. So you got to take this as seriously as you would as if you were a McDonald's owner or a corporation owner, right? Or even just somebody who owns a franchise, right? You got to take this as seriously as that. And if you do, you will succeed. But you have to take it and treat it like your job. Because if you don't, you're in the wrong industry and you're in the wrong business, and you're not in it for the right reasons, and you're not actually going to get the results that you want. You have to go, what you put in is what you get out, right? So identifying your perfect target audience is like this. What do they eat? What do they do for food? What do they value? What are their core values? Why do they do what they do on the daily? Do they work out? Like what, and how does that align and relate and resonate with your product, service, or offer, right? Let's say you're a high-ticket coach and you coach coaches on how to, improve and get more leads, right? So if that's you, how would you go about getting more coaches? You'd understand what kind of coaches, because you don't want to target a wide variety of people, because I don't know if you've ever heard the saying, it's kind of counterintuitive, but at the same time, it makes a lot of sense, because the more people you target, the less people you're going to get. And here's the reason why. Because if you try to target everybody, you're not going to be talking to anyone specifically in your marketing. So nobody really specifically is going to read your message and understand and resonate and want to work with you, because they won't understand where you're coming from. They won't understand your points. They won't understand. You're being so generic and out there that it's like, that person's posting again. Okay, great. Now you have to understand to talk to these people, be very, very specific and really understand who you're talking to before you actually start writing any content or do any copywriting or do a post or video or live. If you're not getting the value, you're not giving the results first, don't get me wrong. You want to give value on the front end, but you don't want to give too much either. Because if you give too much, then that's all people will expect, right? But you want to always have an offer attached at the back end, at least occasionally. So, for example, for my personal high-ticket affiliate business, like somebody who is interested in health and wellness, values time freedom, family freedom, they want to have a better life, they want to be out of the 9-to-5, they want to be able to leverage systems that can actually give them the financial freedom, the time freedom, location freedom, and the wealth that they deserve long term, then that is the kind of person who I want to work with, for example. Right? So if that's you, comment in the comments below or get back to me wherever you see this. Also, if you're getting value from this YouTube video, please share this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos that are coming up. So, back into it, if you are really going to figure out and target the person who you are going to get and actually get sales, you need to know exactly inside and out to a T who that person is, their personal life, their business life, why they do what they do, why they think the way they think, what they do, how come they do it. You got to get inside their head of their daily thought patterns, their daily life, and you got to identify a problem that they have and figure out how your product, service, or opportunity or venture can solve that problem for them in their life. And then you gotta show them through your content or through conversations with said people who, how you can help them. That's the key. If you can do that, and you can do that daily, you can then get customers regularly, because they'll be like, oh, hey, I value my health. I work out every day. I drink a lot of water. Oh, okay, cool, awesome. So that would be good. I would like that, or like for this, I'm just using examples of mine, but it's like you want to find reasons why somebody would find value from your service or product, and you'd want to display it in this manner. For an example, if I was to do a post, I'd be like, hey, are you currently working as a blank person in blank industry, making X amount of money, and are sick and tired of doing what you're doing because you don't have any family time, you don't have any income, freedom, all your bills are maybe getting paid, but you don't have anything to really invest with. You value legacy, but you want more. You want to be able to put some away for your kids for when the, time comes, or you're maybe making enough, but you don't have the time freedom and you want to be able to travel the world more. Whatever it may be, you got to figure out what avenue you want to target, and you got to figure out how to talk to that person through your page, through your blog, through your copywriting, through your whatever it may be, emails, Facebook posts, Instagram posts, whatever, LinkedIn posts even. You got to learn to talk to these people so that way they get value from what you're talking about. Give some tips. Hey, here's how I went from this to this. So, for example, for me, how I went from going from a struggling social media marketer, not knowing what I was doing, having no mentorship really except for the people who are struggling alongside me, to then making $10,000 in 2 months. I sat down one day and I was like, look, I saw other people doing it. I knew that I didn't have to do things the same way they were doing it because I'm not them, and not everything works. I didn't want to necessarily reinvent the wheel either, though. So I took some aspects of what they were doing, I interviewed them, I talked to them, figured out what they were doing, and then I was like, okay, how can I take what they're doing and what they've done and make it better? So what I ended up doing is I ended up creating a system where I had a qualifying questions list. I then ended up doing a post that talked and did exactly what I was just speaking about, like speaking to my audience. Hey, incredible opportunity, blah, 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 blah. Are you looking for X? Are you wanting this? Are you wanting that? Are you sick and tired of this? Are you sick and tired of that? Are you wanting this? Are you wanting that? And I just laid out all the things and I laid out the features and benefits, high income, making up to $10,000 per transactions, incredible tax write-offs, global corporation, franchise opportunity, being able to work from home anywhere in the world, all these things that I listed them on the post, and I said at the very bottom, if this resonates with you and it feels like this would be something that you'd be interested in doing, and if you see more information, you find the value in it, comment for info. Right? And then out of those people who would comment info or comment, interested or whatever it may be, then what I would do is I would reach out to them and just be like, hey, awesome, cool. So I'd like to ask you a few questions, get to know you a little bit better, and figure out how I can help you see if this is a good fit for you first. Second off, I would then try to identify whether they actually were my ideal client by, figuring out how much income they had, what they did for work, where they're from. Are they in geographic location that I can actually target for my business? Because my business is global. However, it's like if they're not in that geographic area where they can probably likely afford it, if they're in like Uganda or Africa or something like that, or, you know, even the Netherlands, they're probably not going to be somebody who can afford what I have unless they are loaded because of my product being a high ticket offer, right? So identify what they're doing, where they're from, why they're doing what they're doing, what they're making now, rough estimate of their current monthly income, and then why they want more. Like, what's their reason? Do they want more family time? Is it just they want more money? And if so, why do they want more money? And, you know, how far, and then you find out, oh, how far are you from your current goal? And why are you where you're at currently? What's kept you there? What do you think has kept you there, right? Finding that out, right? So you find out all these things, find out the pain point, identify why they're not getting results, identify what they need in order to do it, and then offer them a solution of your business or your service or your product, right? That's how you do it. That's how you get sales regularly. And so many people, they don't want to put in the groundwork. They just want to plug into something and have a get-rich-quick scheme that's, you know, just going to make the money. And you got to think long-term. This is a business. McDonald's didn't become $1 billion corporation overnight, did they? No. And nor will yours. I hate to say that to you. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're not going to grow like that overnight. You might get some sales if you have the proper methods and approach. Don't get me wrong. I have people on my team who are generating sales daily now, and they just started off. However, we have the systems. We have the trainings. We have the mindset training. They're listening to the audios that we provide to them. They're following the instructions of the blueprint we give them, right? So it's like they have everything. They have everything laid out, and you need that in order to succeed. I'm sorry, but it's just how it is, right? So if you feel like that's you right now and you're in a position where you want more, you want to learn how affiliate marketing, high-ticket affiliate marketing, you might be a high-ticket affiliate marketer, but you're struggling right now because you just don't have the proper mentorship, don't have the proper training, or even you are in the 9 to 5 and you're just wanting out because you want more time freedom and you want an extra little vehicle that can generate, you know, your $2,000, $5,000, $1,000 extra a month just off of a couple sales, off of a couple hours of work. This doesn't have to be like, oh my God, you're going for the boat, you know, the yacht, the car, the plane, anything like that. That's unreasonable. Like, this is literally just to generate a little bit of extra income so that way you can live the life that you want to live, right? Whatever that may be. And I know times are stressful right now and financial times are like crashing right now. And, you know, I want to help people like you who are in that situation where you're stressed, you're unsure about what it is that you need to, you know, change in your life. And I want to help people like you go from, you know, not making any money in their business, struggling to even talk to people, not getting any messages, not getting any responses, not knowing what to put on a post, you know, not being able to, like, having that fear of being able to go live or do videos or anything like that. I want to be able to help people get out of that, transition out of that, step out of their comfort zone, and actually start getting the results that they deserve, because they, you know, you really need it. You do, and you deserve it. So if you feel like you're just not where you want to be, but you want more, feel free to hit me up. You can send me a message on my Facebook. It's Eugene GM, so capital E, Eugene, and then a capital G and a capital M. Or my Instagram is eugene.biz, B-I-Z-Z, all lowercase. Those are the two main platforms. I'm on TikTok as well. I can drop the handles below this video for you if you'd like. Feel free to click them. Check me out. Give me a follow. Subscribe to my channel if please, and share this video if you feel like you got some value from this, because my goal is to help as many people as possible. I don't care. I mean, I do care about the money because I need it to survive, but so do we all, right? So let's be real here. Let's try to help each other here. I'm going to start coming more live regularly, or showing more videos regularly and doing more videos and coming up. So yeah, I want to provide value regularly for you guys here. on affiliate marketing, marketing, sales, and, approaches and ways to really make some extra income in the next little while, because a lot of people are struggling and they need that extra value. They need it right now. And here I am to provide it. So I hope you liked what you saw. Share this video. Just give me a subscribe. And yeah, share this with your friends or anybody who you know who could get value from. And I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys on my next video.